Bitcoin has produced more millionaires and billionaires than any other investment and in a shorter time frame. Although it was down significantly about a month ago, it's now better than ever, almost in all-time highs. With regulation knocking on its doors and more people entertained with the idea that the US dollar is not strong anymore because of inflation, companies have pushed the SEC to approve a Bitcoin ETF, and they finally did. In this video, I will explain to you the reasoning behind this, why it is not such a great idea to invest in something like this, and what you can do instead to make a lot more money. Hi there, welcome to your channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything related to money, personal finances, investing, real estate, and the market. If you're someone like myself that loves money and wants to be independent and wealthier, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you're alerted every time I upload videos. I also post on Instagram and TikTok at The Foreigner in America. I post on my blog, theforeignerinamerika.com, where I elaborate more on the inside. So, having said that, let's get into topic. The shares of the first US Bitcoin linked exchange traded fund rose in their trading debut Tuesday. It is called the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, ticker BITO, and they rose 4% to $41.64. This fund tracks Bitcoin futures or contracts speculating on the future price of Bitcoin rather than the actual coin itself. When you buy a mutual fund, it tracks the current price of the stock or index they're following. If the price goes down, then the fund goes down, and the same if they rise. But the difference is in the risk. If you buy, let's say, Tesla and it drops 30%, you automatically lose 30% of your money. If you have a fund which has a little bit of Tesla, then it might drop 4% depending on how heavy it is on Tesla. But with Bitcoin, what investors want is the upside. Those big swings of people who bought Bitcoin when it was $10 and now it's $60,000 are not happening in a fund like this. This exchange traded fund is not good for long-term investing. You're protecting against swings down, but you're not getting the benefits of the upside. What investors are looking for is security and profit. When you buy a bunch of Bitcoin from a platform, you're always thinking that your money could be lost in a scam. That is why you should always use platforms like Coinbase with good reputation. The price of Bitcoin last Tuesday was around 64,000, and it's been in an all-time high, and it got all the way to 67,000. We're approaching a time where Bitcoin will break the $70,000 barrier and go infinite. What governments don't realize is that the more they regulate, the more attractive it becomes for investors. The more we see how bad the dollar is and how inflation will eat your gains on index funds or mutual funds, more and more people are going to jump into Bitcoin and other cryptos. But this launch is setting remarkable growth of the ETF industry. BITO traded in excess of $700 million, putting it ahead of retail ETF favorites like Buzz and ARK. ProShares ETF is the 8th biggest ETF provider by assets, according to etdb.com. This fund trades in the New York Stock Exchange, and it has a fund expense of 0.95%. The crypto industry had been praying for a Bitcoin-related ETF since 2017, but their proposals were rejected by the SEC because they said that none proved market resistance to manipulation. After Gary Gensler took the agency, a ton of applications started to soar. This is still a highly speculative asset, which took 4 years to grab up, but people have to understand that it's still a speculative asset with a lot of volatility. There are many ways you can get exposure to cryptos like Bitcoin without actually owning any. You can use apps like PayPal and Square's Cash App or crypto-related equities like Coinbase and mining stocks. What I will recommend is that if you want to make money out of cryptos, own the actual crypto and forget about giving your money to fund managers and paying their fees. The money they're making is money you're losing. No fund works on your best interest. This launch of the first Bitcoin related ETF will make the entire crypto market explode and help a new class of investors to get some of the benefits with less of the risk. However, this kind of ETF is not good for long-term investing. As I said before, the attractiveness of owning Bitcoin is the ability to multiply your money when price goes up, not buying a fund that will not reflect that. Let me explain to you why on my Foreigner Insight for Bitcoin exchange traded funds. When you buy a rental property, you get the ups and downs about real estate investing. When you invest in a REIT, you don't, and you have zero control over it. They promise returns that sometimes never happen. Been there, done that. I would rather buy properties and invest the same amount of money on REITs any day. Same thing here. You're buying into a fund that is managed by a third party and is dependent on the future price of Bitcoin. So what is the return? You'll never know. And it has almost a 1% expense ratio, which is significant compared to index funds. So buy Bitcoin using a recognized platform like Coinbase and get all the benefits long term. But the most important thing is take control of your life and take control of your money. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my following videos for more advice on investing and money. Have a great day and I'll see you next time.